Good afternoon, people. Welcome back to another episode of my weekly Forex and crypto market analysis. Without further ado, let's get straight into this. Starting off always with Forex Factory. This can show the fundamentals coming into next week. So we can expect to see volatility with red folder pairs. So starting off on Monday, we've got red folder news, Euro news at 8:30 in the morning. So this would be one to look out for on London Open. We see a lot of euro pairs move, depending on if it's positive or negative news for the euro, meaning it will go up or down. But alongside the red folder, there is some orange impact news as well as yellow impact news. So overall, tomorrow morning looks like a very, very busy day for the euro. And then an hour later, you've got some orange GBP news. So maybe GBP euro will be a big mover tomorrow morning. On Tuesday, nothing too major. Again, a bit of orange euro news and some US dollar news in the US session later on in the afternoon. On Wednesday, early hours of the morning, New Zealand dollar news, red folder news. This is going to be strong news for the New Zealand dollar, and pound news at 9:30 in the morning. Thursday, US dollar news at US Open, well, shortly after US Open at 1:30. Last but not least, Friday, we have some US dollar news again at 1:30. So again, not the busiest of weeks fundamentally. However, there still is some news that can really, really wake the markets up. So going to the charts now, starting off with GBP USD. You can see I had this range highlighted last week where price is still trading, still consolidating between this range, up, down, up, down. It's just really messy for me. I was looking at this on Friday on the lower time frame. I can see that on the lower time frames, we did break this key level in the market here, and we did retest it beautifully. So one to look out for early on next week is short opportunities back down to sort of 135,562. You can see prices respected this resistance in the market. We've got a double top pattern here on the higher time frame. Price has then broken a key level with strong momentum to anticipate then price to roll back over to the downside. So that's one I'm looking out for going into sort of Monday, Tuesday. But other than that, I will be staying away from pound US dollar because it is still ranging. Pound Japanese yen, again, it's just moving sideways. It's not nice at all. Highlight the range that is sort of stuck in. Again, up, down. It's really getting squeezed into sort of this area here. Even if it does break sort of this area here, we've got a little bit of range here. But again, this is a strong key level in the market where price will react off. So again, just waiting patiently on this pair. If price does break sort of this area here, I could potentially look for scalps to the downside targets here. But yeah, I'm just waiting for it to clear this sort of range that it's been stuck in. GBP CAD. This was annotations for last week. I had this as a strong support level in the market. Price didn't just about fail to tap into that level. I did say if price broke above this level, it will continue further, which it did later on in the week. You can see we broke above, exhausted. We then gained the momentum. Pound was strong, and it did go back to the upside. Now, what's interesting here is price has cleared this sort of level here in the market, previous high. We've broken above it. So if I go onto the daily time frame, you can see there's sort of hardly any traffic to the left. The next sort of targets we have would be around these levels. So should pound continue to open strong next week and CAD to be weak, there is plenty of room to the upside on this pair. But yeah, I'd probably be patient, wait for a retest of this level here. I'll mark out this level here. As long as price doesn't trade below this sort of area in the market, then we should be good for buys on this pair. USD Cad, again, choppy, respecting this key level in the market. It's been respecting it for weeks now, just tapping into it, taking out the lows, closing above, tapping into it. But on Friday we did get some US dollar momentum. We've cleared sort of this area in the market here. But again, we are close to sort of this area here where price is just ranging between. So ideally, I will be looking for a break above or below this structure before I get into any of this. US dollar, Swiss franc. I did have these two areas in the market highlighted last week. I said if price broke above this area, I will be looking for buys. However, we didn't. Instead, we broke below this key level in the market. We retested it beautifully and then sort of slowly went back down. You can see now price is respecting sort of the lows in the market. It did attempt to tap into it, but it's sort of made its own support level here. Again, it's just moving sideways, a bit choppy, a bit indecisive. So I will be waiting for breaks above or below sort of these structures here before I do get into any of this. US dollar, Japanese yen, really beautiful plan that I laid out on Sunday, which actually played out to the T. So on last Sunday, I said I think we had this strong 4H close, bearish, sorry, and I said that I do expect yen to remain strong next week. We had the break of this trend line here with a strong momentum candle. I had this break and retest level, which price tapped into beautifully to create this area in the market where price was failing to break above. We then had this momentum shift and price broke this structure here. I then scaled down to my 1H time frame and saw that price broke a level, and now I was anticipating this to come back down. I think I got in on the 15-minute, but yeah, I think I saw these wicks here. My stop loss, I think it was above this, and I only took 3R out of the market. But again, beautiful analysis, how price just validated this uptrend, exhausted, and then continued. If I remove these drawings now, again, price sort of exhausted, didn't break the lows. So if I was to sell this, just simply break this area in the market, and I will be looking to target sort of these areas here. Again, if price breaks this, as long as price trades below this area, then I do see us still in the downtrend. So I will be looking for sells unless we do clear this area up here. Euro Japanese yen, again, another beautiful analysis. Price broke this key level in the market. I did say I was waiting for an exhaustion before a continuation. We got the exhaustion. We got the indecision. We then got the momentum, and the momentum continued in our direction. I did want this pair to sort of tap into 129431. However, I don't think we gained the momentum last week to achieve that. However, going into this week, if price breaks below this support in the market, then I do not see why we shouldn't hit this area. So my plan is to break below this level, a retest, and then continuations back to my target levels at 129431. Euro USD, again, just like Euro Japanese yen, we broke this key level in the market, exhausted, break and retest, multiple wicks, and then continued. We tapped into my level early on in the week, and then after the market exhausted back to the upside, we just about tapped into it again. Given the current structure in the market, I will only be looking for sells. I will be looking for this area as sort of a break and retest level, and then a continuation back down to this key level, which could correlate with Euro Japanese yen. But yeah, until price sort of breaks above this area, I won't be looking for any buys. Euro GBP moving again with the euro pairs. Price didn't retrace as deeper as the Euro Japanese yen and Euro US dollar. However, same sort of structure. We broke the key level, we exhausted, we then continued into our direction. Again, I had this level here marked out where price sort of hit early on in the week, and then we broke below it. Put the key level there. The price then broke below, exhausted, and is continuing down. Now we know pound is strong. We could see that in GBP USD, GBP JPY, GBP CAD. But going to Euro GBP, we have got this wick here, and I do like wicks being fulfilled. So a bit of an ambitious target, but I do believe we could be in this sort of region here for before price goes back to the upside. CAD Japanese yen again broke this key level. Price had a deep retracement. You can see it was making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, but you got to look at the bigger picture. Structural low, lower high, lower low into a key level, lower high, failed to break. It respected this last lower high, which where if price broke this level, price would then invalidate this downtrend. You can see respected it beautifully, and then sort of exhausted, and now is making the lows. Just staying out of this pair early on next week. You can see it's in this key level here. I will only be looking for sales if we clear this level because it's a bit messy. CAD Swiss franc, you can see price has broken this strong key level in the market on Friday. I do believe the next sort of area for price to reach is this area, sort of 71962, just say 0.72 as a round significant number, because the markets do like to retrace to round significant numbers. So I do think this is an area where price will more than likely tap into. Again, you can see the trend, lower low, lower high, broke the key level, lower low, maybe exhaust, but as long as price sort of respects this area in the market, this is still in a downtrend. So it does make sense to take sales to this level here. Nzd Usd, you can see here I had this level marked out where if price broke above, I will be looking for buys. Again, it was a bit choppy. I didn't get into this, but you can see price sort of respected this area in the market. With higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, equal higher lows. It's closed above here. It's not the strongest close, but you could say that is a higher high. So again, price could trade anywhere sort of between this region and still be in its uptrend. But yeah, we'll be waiting patiently on this one. Maybe I could take a little sell down, short down to this target level here if price does break this level in the market. However, I will be more than patient to just stay out and wait for a break above this level here. Aussie dollar, Japanese yen. You see price respected this structural area in the market, this last lower high formed. You can see price made the high, made a low, lower high, lower low, failed to break above the lower high, exhausted, failed to break above the lower high, exhausted. So now this is really looking promising for continuations back to the downside. Price sort of tapped into this level, but didn't close below. So I will be waiting for a strong close below to then target some of these lows here. Potentially even this sort of area here. But yeah, just being patient. Break of the lows, sales down to this level here. Break of the highs, we can look for a buy, the sort of this wick here, 84 level. Aussie dollar, US dollar. You can see prices found an area in the market where it's failed to break above. You can see here price has broken a significant key level in the market and retested it with a wick. So again, this is really promising, showing signs of sells, given that US dollar is stronger than Aussie dollar. It does look good for sells. If I go down to the 1H, you can see it is a bit choppy, but on the 4H structure, you can clearly see that it's broken this key level in the market with momentum. We have a wick here, which we could come and fill, but yeah, again, I'll wait for some sort of exhaustion, whether that's another retest, a pattern on my lower time frame. But yeah, I'll just keep an eye out on this one next week for sells or buys if we do break above this level here. Gold, I did highlight this level here, which we could tap into before going up. However, we fell just short of it. before rallying back up to the upside. You can see price then made the higher low, higher high, and it's sort of stalling here. It did retrace, failed to break above this level here, but again, it's still in an uptrend as long as price trades above this area here. So given that it's failing to break above this high, we could look for sells if we do break this level here. But again, if you are selling it below, if you are selling it on the break of this low, I would look to take profit around this area here because the overall trend is still bullish. So that's it for Forex. If we move on to crypto now, let's have a look at XRP. So yeah, you can see, I think last week this candle was pushing bullish, but I wasn't too convinced on the bullish behavior. I saw it more as a manipulation, and you can see this weekly candle is looking to close indecisive. If we go into the daily time frame, you can see that price is still trending down, and although we had this momentum shift to the upside, you can see it's slowly starting to scale back down, and it's just being a bit indecisive. If the weekly candle does close indecisive, then next week could close bearish. Given this weekly time frame, trend is still bearish. Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. You can see we wicked into this trend line. We did not break above this trend line. So again, it's respecting this break of trend beautifully. So yeah, again, just being patient with XRP. We'll wait for next week to see what the market gives us. Moving on to Bitcoin now. You can see last week's candle closed indecisive. We had this little pin bar, shooting star sort of candle. You could say that is a double top pattern, and now you can see it's looking to close bearish. If I go to the daily time frame here, again you can see price rallied to the upside like XRP. Structure's a bit more clearer here. You can see it literally respected this level to the T. The last daily lower high, lower low. At one point it looked like it was going to break the lower high to make a new high. However, we closed just short of that, retraced, made a double top pattern, which is a strong reversal pattern in the market, followed by a strong bearish close. Now, this strong bearish close was a break of this key level here, and it was obviously it looks promising for then to continue back to the downside. At least, if it is to make a lower low, it is gonna sort of take out this area in the market here. But with crypto, I do like to look at the higher time frame, and I still do believe it has room to either come and revisit 33,000 or at least tap into sort of between the 28 to 32,000 area I had marked out. So yeah, if this candle closes bearish, then I will anticipate next week's candle to then close bearish. But yeah, loads of interesting moves going into this week, not only on crypto but on the forex markets. I know this week, not just this week, sorry, this month, the markets have been a bit rangy, a bit choppy. It's just one of them things that happens in the markets. You know, the markets go through cycles, and if market conditions aren't 100%, then just remember to remain patient and to execute according to plan. Hopefully, we do see a bit of clearer structures in the markets, a bit more momentum, and a bit more, say, easier setups, more clearer setups. But yeah, hopefully things do start to shift back to normal. There are still pairs out there that are giving us clear structure, but yeah, February isn't the best month to trade. Hope everyone has a good rest of the weekend and a good trading week going into next week. And I'll catch you again next Saturday, next Sunday for the weekly analysis for the week ahead. Thank you. Bye bye.